Hello and welcome back to Storm Division. I am the Crushinator and I am here with a new season, new set of qualifiers. I'm excited to be back and checking out our teams that have joined us today. We've got 3 teams for you today. The 7 Rings is going to be taking on NRA 2 Unretired in our first match, and the winner will move on to face Mommy's Little Gamers in the finals for tonight. Teams are just getting ready. Everyone's in the lobby. Everyone's chatting, catching up after a little bit of a summer break here, even though we're right in the middle of the summer. But we've got these qualifiers to do before the season kicks off in August, so we got to make sure we get everything rolling. All right, just letting them know that they're okay. I had asked them to switch sides, but then it didn't happen, so I just switched my overlay. All good, all fine. While we've got a moment, let's go over to map select. Checking out what's going on here. Pull up my list. NRA 2 Unretired, banning away Cursed, Hollow, and Infernal Shrines. The 7 Rings banning out Volskaya Foundry and Towers of Doom. And we're going to start things off on Tomb of the Spider Queen here, as chosen by... Who chose this one? NRA 2 chose this one. The Co-Catter is indeed late. He hasn't been hanging out in here as much during cast, but, you know, we're kind of off kilter. I used to be casting, you know, like 3-4 times a week. Then we have to break over the summer. It is what it is. We'll get back into the rhythm. Looks like the draft is up, so let's jump on in. All right. Tomb of the Spider Queen is going to be our first map here. As a reminder, if you're used to watching Storm Division, normally regular season is best of 5s. Here in the qualifier, we do best of 3s. So just a best of 3 here for you on our first one, best of 3 on the second one as well. We'll have just the 2 rounds going tonight. All right, 7 Rings going to be first to act here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's been a bit of an interesting path coming to this tournament because a lot of the sort of competitive Heroes scene has been wrapped up in the Heroes International Meta Madness style. We are back to normal gameplay here. So no extra bans, no rules about who you can pick. It's all just regular Heroes of the Storm here. No Sky Temple in the map pool is correct. In Storm Division, we keep it to 10 maps. In the regular NGS pool, they went to 11 because they were tired of just rotating out the same 3 maps. But I keep it to 10, and Sky Temple was the one that fell off in this last season. Once we have a new season, we'll have the teams vote on a new map pool, but that's always been one of the features of Storm Division is they get to vote on their own map pool. How you doing, Anaressa? Warm Car Water? Yanthor? Looks like we got some damage bans up top here. Vala and Li Ming taken away. 7 Rings considering their top ban here. Genji going to be taken off the board. Genji has been an absolute must ban, basically at this level, for a little while now. The players that are playing Genji are so good at him that, you know, it's just a mechanics diff when you get him. You don't even need the Anduin. You don't need anything to really make the Genji work. They just pick Genji and it works. Mexicano69, first pick on the Johanna to start things off for the 7 Rings. After that Mephisto ban. How you doing, Last Malk here? Hope you're well today. Johanna, top tier tank, especially here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Can always use the wave clear and the safe gem collection. Avanche going for the Lucio, and AoE rules picking up Blaze. Couple of top tier picks here from NRA 2. Nexus Retirement Angle evolving their name from last season, as teams are often known to do. The 7 Rings keeping it steady, keeping it constant here. How you doing, Goon? Welcome to the chat. Crown going for Sylvanas, and Root Beer Guy opting for Brightwing here. It's so weird. I've been watching so much Meta Madness over the last couple months that I'm like, how are they getting these heroes? Oh, that's right. Oh, goodness me. Things looking pretty standard off the top here. A lot of damage banned so far, though, so we'll see if that is going to be a further clampdown in these mid bans. Going to be a Rexar ban, targeting Cyrus with that one. Your heroes are permabanned. It's the Genji life. I mean, Genji is, you know, right now in NA, Genji catches way more bans than Sergeant Hammer, as opposed to what tends to happen in the European scene. Diablo going to be banned off the mid as well here for the 7 rings. Jin's down there. He doesn't want to come on camera. What a guy. NRA 2 thinking about their next 2 picks. No Diablo. Still got plenty of tanks to pick, though. We'll see if maybe Nubarak's going to come on down. Ooh, just in case. My favorite mage, the Gul'dan. And what was I just saying? Sergeant Hammer. Picked up here by Robot Wizard. Cyrus going for the Deathwing here. That Rexar banned out, that is usually the next go-to. Having that unstoppable does make things a little bit difficult for Blaze. Vina Quaker on the last pick here for 7 rings. What do we got? Gonna be a Greymane. Sylvanas Greymane really good at chewing down those walls if they can find an angle to get in there here on Tomb. Gul'dan, though, pretty good counter wave clear, but not so great at escaping, so we're gonna have to watch out for that Greymane dive. Bravar on the last pick here for NRA 2. With a hammer, usually you want a more defensive type tank. Maybe we'll see a Garrosh or a Mei in this last position. Oh, okay. Gonna be a Thrall, so we got a Blaze Thrall frontline. Thrall is pretty good at peeling. You don't want to be running into a Thrall, or else you might end up in an Earthquake zone. Interesting setup here from NRA 2. Okay. I did not expect them to go without a traditional tank, but they're going to go with the Blaze Thrall on the front. Though that is a lot of extra CC from the Thrall into a Deathwing, so we'll see how that works out for him. Here we go. Game number 1 on the left in the blue. We have NRA 2 unretired. AoE Rules is on the Gul'dan, Rayvar playing Thrall, Robot Wizard on the Sergeant Hammer, Vivanche playing Lucio, and Just In Case is on the Blaze. On the right in the red, we have the 7 rings. Mexicano 69 on the Johanna. Avina Quaker playing Greymane. Crown is on Sylvanas. Root Beer Guy on the Brightwing. And we've got Cyrus in the Skies on the Deathwing. Let's do it. Game number 1 is underway, and I just noticed I need to put this all the way down here. There we go. That's what happened. 1-1 EO. Sorry about that. I was doing some video editing, and I had put my gameplay on top of all of my other sources, and it was blocking everything. It's all fixed now, though. Pretty sure. Nice stun there from Just In Case onto 3. Robot Wizard. Until level 7, doesn't really get to sit in siege mode permanently. See Robot Wizard able to get some hits there. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Avina Quaker. Just In Case nearly punished for that positioning. But yeah, once that Hover Siege comes online, Hammer becomes a lot more of a threat in these lane engagements. Mexicano 69 just trying to get up there, get those gems. Looks like we got a little pause coming on out, though. Alright, back into the action here. We have resolved the tech issue. These rotations keep on rolling here. Looks like we've got a Avina Quaker working on this back camp solo. Greymane does have the damage to do it, but needs a little bit of healing afterwards. AoE Rules just trying to work on Cyrus here in the bottom lane. Gul'dan did take the Q quest on level 1. So we're going to be looking to stack that up versus Deathwing in lane. Taking a look at these rotations. Ooh, Vena Quaker. Nice dodge on the Feral Spirit. Just barely enough to get out of there. Will have to head on back. But does have this... did get the Bruiser Camp pushing up here in the mid. Gonna have to move in and defend here. Robot Wizard camping out, just splashing that auto attack into the lane. Robot Wizard, oh, getting a lot of autos there. Stepping up to put some damage onto a Vena Quaker. 7 Rings really pressuring forward to get as much building damage in as they could there, even being inside Hammer's range. Well, Brightwing coming on up, but not going to be able to catch Rayvar. Thrall getting out of trouble. Vena Quaker keeping an eye here on the lane, wants to go after the bottom camp. Oh, is actually going to jump here onto AoE rules. Gul'dan in trouble, trying to walk it away, but not enough. And that will be first blood going over to the 7 Rings. So Vena Quaker going to work on this bottom camp. Should be able to do this one a little bit easier since you can dodge all of those camp autos. Just in case, working on the left side Bruiser camp here for NRA 2. As the mid-top rotations keep on going here. Just checking a little bit on the experience. It looks like now that little bit of a mercenary lead and a little bit of a hero kill lead for the 7 Rings. Taking a look damage-wise. Looking like Sylvanas having the lead right now. But speaking of Sylvanas, in a little bit of trouble. Peels on back here, just in case. Tries to get the crossfire. Doesn't quite connect. Because now the Bruiser camp pushing in for NRA 2. Hammer stuck in the top lane, though, is not going to be able to help out with this siege. Cyrus coming on up to help defend, just in case. Does not want to be in there. Jet propulsion's back to safety. Robot Wizard about to have that level 7. Should lock in that hover siege, if history is any indication. We shall see. Hasn't locked in anything just yet. Isn't going to be chased onto there. Taking a little bit of damage. I know both teams do have enough gems. Cyrus trying to turn in 15. AoE rules not going to allow that to happen. Oh, chasing down in the mid just in case. Polymorphed, 16 gems. Turns around with a big stun onto 3. Oh, but the Deathwing lines of stun managed to get the kill. Second one on the board here for the 7 Rings. Now moving on to the top side here. Crown going to put the pressure onto Robot Wizard. Was it Hover Siege? Yeah, it was. Okay. I had to make sure there wasn't some new secret hammer tech on 7. Vena Quaker taking some hits. Does have that invisibility on roll. Quite helpful versus the Sergeant Hammer targeting. Just in case, another nice stun onto 2. Johanna with the unstoppable shield, though. Mitigating quite a bit of that damage. Big drop off here. Only a couple more gems required from Rayvar. Does anyone have the interrupt? No. NRA 2 get the first turn in. Blue Web Weavers now on the way. Checking in on the middle lane here. Rayvar is going to get collapsed onto for a moment here. Polymorph comes on out. Thrall in trouble. Gets the root, but the last auto attack of Sylvanas will secure that kill. That much closer to level 10 here is the 7 Rings as they set up for the defense. Just looking to quickly clear top and then start their rotation. On the bottom side, Gul'dan still doing the off-lane siege. This Robot Wizard takes down this mid-wall. 10's about to be in for both sides here. Crown warping on out. Oh, Crown taking a big hit there. Nearly went down to Blaze. So we are on 10 versus 10, just in case going to be caught. There's the Sundering from Thrall. Gets the stun onto Brightwing. Root Beer guy trying to get out of trouble there. Just in case, actually, with the combustion, nearly got the hit, but didn't get quite enough channel time. Looks like we better check up on these heroics. NRA 2 going for the combustion. High 5. Sundering Napalm Strike and Horrify. On the side of the Seven Rings, we have Go for the Throat, Blink Heal, Bellowing Roar, Blessed Shield, and Wailing Arrow. AoE rules on 20 gems, gonna grab this bottom camp. Looking to pick up another structure here down in the bottom lane. Thrall did finish that Feral Spirit quest on 4, so has the cooldown reduction. Gul'dan about to be done with that level 1, now has the longer Fell Flame. Horrify is going to hit onto 2 there. Johanna pushed into the back line, still has the Unstoppable. Cyrus, though, with the Bellowing Roar, gets a fear of their own. That is Blaze going down. Avina Quaker and Mexicano, 69, going to get out of trouble just barely, as AoE rules wanted them both. Crown backs up. A lot of almost kills here from NRA 2, but none have come through just yet. Cyrus walking away here, as we see Sergeant Hammer shelling away on the top lane. A little bit of evidence of that. Seven Rings are going to get their own turn in here, so we'll see if they can get just as much of the siege damage. Stun does not land there. Johanna had the Unstoppable shield up. Blaze finished with the new habit. Sundering goes out. They're going to get a nice root there onto Crown. Sylvanas gets a quick heal, but it is not enough. Sylvanas going down. Rootbeard Guide trying to get out of trouble there. Cyrus using the Cataclysm to move on back. Avina Quaker not going to be so lucky. Greymane goes down as NRA 2 find 2, their first 2 kills of the game. So some strong defenses here to start things off for both teams. But it looks like NRA 2 going to keep all of their structures here off this first turn-in. I think they have enough for a back-to-back here. I didn't get a count before they turned in. Cyrus dropping down in the top lane here. Full collapse from NRA 2. They get the first pop. They're going to get the second. Mexicano trying to chase forward onto Rayvar. Avoids the Feral Spirit. Seven Rings on the precipice of level 13 talents. Just in case can't get the stun there. Crown is going to get rooted though by Thrall. Chased down by Vivanche. They turn it around onto Lucio though. Great stun from Johanna. That is Lucio going down. Gems on the ground. Blaze is going to try to run away here. Crown aggressively chasing forward. Double warp. Trying to get Robot Wizard, but it looks like there's enough healing onto the hammer. Rayvar gets onto 3. There's the polymorph as Avina Quaker trying to get this last hit. There's a Sundering coming out from Rayvar's Crown going way deep in. Gonna get that kill and turn off the structure. Horrify goes out, gonna get Brightwing away, but warps right back in, hits the polymorph, and that will be a triple kill for the Seven Rings. What a turnaround after the kills they dropped earlier. All of a sudden looking to bust this game open here. Bruiser Camp is stolen as Crown gets back to base. A couple members still waiting to come out of the Hall of Storms here for NRA 2. Only one more gem needed for the Seven Rings to get another turn in. See if they can get a quick turn in or if they want to gather up a few more gems here. Looks like Crown wants this bottom camp. NRA 2 now back on their feet. Robot Wizard trying to get in range to knock down this fort. Starts clearing the lane. Here comes Avina Quaker, going to jump right in there and start getting those autos. Cyrus trying to cut off here with the Shatter, and look at that. Great predictive positioning there from Cyrus. Locks up that kill on the Sergeant Hammer. Seven Rings do manage to get their turn in as well with that map control, and this will almost certainly be the top fort, if not the bottom one as well. Ooh, Silence Arrow comes on out, not quite enough to help lock in those kills. Gul'dan trying to get in range to help clear this Web Weaver. Mexicano 69 gathers them up. AoE rules in trouble here. Cyrus dropping right into the action. Gul'dan goes down. Vivanche being chased onto next. Lucio is caught here. Crown trying to chase on forward. Oh, is that enough? It is! Lucio goes down. The dagger and the haunting wave connected. Crown with a long-range kill there onto Lucio. Ends up being bottom fort that goes down. Just in case did save top. And what a swing here in the mid-game. The 7 rings, all of a sudden, the momentum is completely in their favor. And they're going to try to rip a quick boss here. Just in case, going to scout it out, but not going to be able to do much solo here versus all 5 members. Mexicano 69 wrapping around. Just in case. Just keeping a scout there as the boss is taken by the 7 rings, but this could be a fight that maybe NRA 2 doesn't want. Fort is turned off here, warping on down. They're working on Ravar on the bottom side. Blessed Shield does not connect. Boss is taking down the top structure. Structure about to go down here as Cyrus unleashes that breath onto the back line. Fort will go down. Avena Quaker flanking here. Great splash off that finish quest on level 7. Just in case gets the unstoppable. Fear will land onto Johanna. Mexicano 69 on low health here. Sundering lands onto 2. Oh, Avena Quaker going in way deep. But Hammer was already set up in the siege mode. NRA 2 gets the counter kill. NRA 2 have enough for their next turn in here. We'll see if they can help push out these lanes before they spawn in their web weavers. Gul'dan trying to get the bottom lane dealt with. Ravar on 22 will help secure these blue web weavers. The 7 rings able to tag their bruiser camp before the turn in here, so they'll get some extra defensive pressure in the mid lane. 7 rings still without Greymane, so they can't take a full engage here. Mexicano 69 just trying to mirror where Hammer is on the map right now. Keep those blinds rolling. Keep that threat up. Gul'dan able to completely push up the bottom lane and allow that web weaver a lot of distance. Just in case, thinking about a flank here. There's 2 members. One gonna be stunned. Combustion does land onto 2, but there's not enough follow-up damage to help get that kill. Bottom lane, Web Weaver cleared away. Mid is being worked on as well. That one's gonna go down. Johanna on the top side clearing this Web Weaver away. It's NRA 2 trying to get in range of this keep for a slow siege. Robot Wizard does manage to get in range, but has to watch out. Gets the knockback. Pops the boosters and will get away. Horrify doesn't land there onto Avena Quaker. 7 rings now have the heroic advantage. Can they wrap around and find something here? Both teams are spent on their turn-ins. They got to get some more lane soak before they can get their next objective. 20's on the horizon here for the 7 rings. See, mostly on the back of mercenary captures and those hero kills are they given this level lead. Checking in on that damage. Looks like Sergeant Hammer leading the way here for NRA 2. Sylvanas top for the 7 rings. Cyrus, doesn't get onto the point in time, but does start a fight here. Ravar is caught. Crown, though, is going to get counter-killed, maybe? No! Rootbeer guy saves! Avena Quaker gets out to tell the tale as well. The 7 rings pick up a very timely kill there. Crown wants to move on forward and get this keep. Turns on the black arrows, but the team had other ideas. They just need 10 more gems for their next turn-in. They've got to deal with this siege camp in the bottom lane in the meantime. Avena Quaker dropping off 12. NRA 2, they're without Thrall for 25 seconds here, but they do have level 20s. So the next fight will be on even tiers. Just in case wants a stun, doesn't quite get it. There's the turn from Crown. Unstoppable Combustion comes on out onto 3. There's a nice Fear hitting onto Greymane. Somehow Avina Quaker gonna survive. It's Blaze going down as Deathwing roasts onto 3. Mexicano 69 gathering up everybody after that Blessed Shield. What a cataclysm from Cyrus. Looking for more here. Finds the stun onto 2. Vivanche and Robot Wizard barely gonna get away from the Molten Breath. But that was looking like a great engage for NRA 2, and all of a sudden the Seven Rings have another 2 kills. Still 15 seconds on boss. They do have enough for a turn in here after 10 more. It looks like they're going to wait out this boss timer for a double push. Bottom lane still sieging away. Going to take significant help off this keep, if not all of the keep going down. Boss is up, though. The Seven Rings, they're going to try to put together a game-ending push here. Brightwing in the bottom lane will prevent this keep from falling. Though quite a bit of damage has been taken there. Rayvar coming across the map. I don't think Root Beer Guy spotted it. There we go. Now they see each other. 10 more gems needed. Who has them? I think Brightwing's unfortunately holding most of them here. Cyrus with 8. That's not enough. Crown trying to catch up to this wave. There we go. Has enough for the next turn in. Root Beer Guy now joining with the rest of those gems. Vivanche wrapping around the low side will not get the interrupts. There's the engage coming in from NRA 2. Cyrus, though, with the unstoppable body, counters with the bellowing roar. Seven Rings just trying to back up and regroup here just in case gets caught in the terrain. Boss pushing the top lane, and now the Web Weavers are starting to spawn. Nice job by the Seven Rings not giving the members of NRA 2 the fight that they wanted. They're going to try to use their push advantage. Boss, though, dwindling quickly. Avina Quaker manages to avoid the Gul'dan volley. Cyrus dropping on down there. Playing very aggressively here as Avina Quaker, trying to get this keep to fall. Johanna pops the unstoppable here. Ults have flown. Cyrus down to half health. NRA 2 setting up a pretty strong defense here. Robot Wizard with that ramping attack speed is a massive problem for the Seven Rings here. Mexicano 69 gonna gather up too. There's the Blessed Shield. Oh my goodness, Thrall never had a chance, going straight down there. Crown going right in. Manages to bolt back to safety. The Seven Rings do have another one. Oh, the big bark from Greymane gets the kill onto Lucio. That's a double kill here. Top keep is down. Can they keep pushing forward? They are pushing into a pretty tough trio here, though, from NRA 2. So they can't just walk in with reckless abandon. Big stun, though, just in case in some trouble. There's the Fear. Sergeant Hammer's going to go down. There goes Blaze. AoE Rule's the only one left. And this looks like it is going to be the push to end for the Seven Rings. Oh, Greymane going down. Oh, Crown in trouble as well. That's a lot of their core DPS gone, but they still have 20 seconds without Thrall. They should still have this, no problem. Horrify is still down here. Crown has to make sure they don't accidentally get one shot there by AoE rules. Cyrus has quite low health as well. Oh no. I don't think they can finish. Yeah, they gotta leave. Thrall is back. Lucio's on the way. Cruiser Camp, they're gonna have to go back and get that without Greymane. They didn't really have the chance to go after the core there. AoE Rule's gonna scout that camp here. Rayvar. Oh, Mexicano 69 could be in some trouble here. Doesn't have the unstoppable anymore. Gonna get stunned out. There's the Sundering. Oh no, but a big turn from the Seven Rings. Crown going after Vivanche. There's the bolt forward, and Lucio is down. Cyrus gonna give chase with the Cataclysm. Takes half health, though. All keeps are now down on the side of NRA 2. Seven Rings still have all of their keeps, so definitely showing that map control. Lucio down for 35 seconds here. Boss still 90 seconds away. Seven Rings, they're in kind of a tough spot. They still have quite a few gems to gather. They're only up 5-4, so they can't just rush core and deal with it. They've got to kind of wait for their opportunity to either take another boss or take another objective. Avena Quaker trying to move forward here. Will be scouted. Meikano 69 just checking things out, making sure just in case didn't get too cheeky. Bottom lane has a camp pushing on in. Lucio is back. Boss up in 45 seconds now. Still done enough for a turn-in here on the side of the Seven Rings. We're at a little bit of a stalemate while the gems are collected. Meikano going way forward here just in case wants a stun. Unstoppable is going to be committed. Just constant catapult pressure here. It's going to be a major chore for NRA 2. They want to fight quickly, and they want that fight to end quickly. So that lane pressure will be relentless. Passing the 23-minute mark here. Just in case. Scouting way forward right now. Gonna show on this wave. They want to get this keep down if they can, to even out the catapult pressure in the bottom lane. Crown taking quite a bit of damage there from Robot Wizard. Still not particularly close to a turn-in as either team. Boss is now on the map. Robot Wizard gonna step up here. Meikano 69 thinking about moving in, gets the double blind. Will be knocked away. Hammer trying to get in range of this structure. Seven Rings looking for an opportunity to pounce on forward. Blaze turns it around though with a combustion onto 3. Gets a big stun as well. Silence Arrow into that backline. He hits almost everybody there. Horrify pushes Johanna away, but it's going to be Blaze first to fall. Rayvar with the bolt tries to get on out of there. Avena Quaker executes Lucio. AoE rules, no way to escape. That is a triple kill. Now Rayvar's being run down by Greymane and Sylvanas. Sylvanas might have the warp to get forward. Nice double roots. Meikano 69 trying to catch up here, but it doesn't look like it's going to much matter. There's the blind. They're still trying. Johanna has that passive movement speed from the talent. Thrall will go down. And now the core looks like it's finally going to fall. Seven Rings putting on a show out there. 22 kills to 4 as they get the last hit there onto Hammer. And that will be game number 1 going over to the Seven Rings. Very nicely done. Game number 1. NRA 2 came out swinging there. It was looking like they had the early game pressure, but the Seven Rings did a really, really nice job of turning around those engages and getting on top of Hammer and Gul'dan to come out ahead in those team fights. Very nicely done. Let's go to the post game. Taking a look at the stats here. Robot Wizard on the Sergeant Hammer, 120,000 hero damage in that effort. Gul'dan nearly getting to the 100k mark. For the Seven Rings, it was Crown on the Sylvanas, 95,000 on 10 killing blows there for the Seven Rings. Take a quick look at the talents as we update our scoreboard here. There we go. And we'll get ready for game number 2. Alrighty. Alright, welcome back. We are getting ready here for game number 2 in this qualifier number 1 matchup. Currently 7 Rings up 1-0 over NRA 2 unretired. Making sure we got all of our players into the lobby. Looks like there was some discussion on who was actually going to be playing this game. So it looks like they've sorted that out and we'll be getting going here in just a moment. Make sure the teams are ready and then we will begin. Hope you're having a good time so far. We'll see if NRA 2 has what it takes to come on back in this series. Just looking to see what's going on with our teams here. Everyone's sitting and waiting. Sitting and waiting. Well, while we can, let's go to map select. Why not? We're going to be going to Battlefield of Eternity here for game number 2, as chosen once again by NRA 2. Looks like we've got one team saying they're ready. Just waiting on the other. Then we shall begin. My cats have abandoned me. My goodness. One day my co-catters will return. Alright, readies are out. Just have to hope that the host is paying attention and presses the go button. Oh my. My, oh my, oh my. By the way, if you're watching now and you were interested in joining Storm Division and you realized, oh heck, I missed all 17 advertisements that this was still going, there's still more qualifiers. Tomorrow we're going to be releasing the next sign-up sheet. So put together your team, come on in. You can always use more teams. And right now, since only 3 have signed up for this one, we definitely need more teams. So get the word out. We're going for a 6-team bracket this season. Yeah. Tell everyone. Tell them to come on out. Let's go to the draft. All right. Opening band's looking pretty familiar here. No Vala's allowed. No Li Ming's allowed. See if Genji makes it through this time. How you doing there, Melville? Saw track 6, Sora's above, coming through earlier. Hanzo going to be the opening band from the 7 Rings this time. Going to leave Genji open. What do we got here for NRA 2? What shall the band be? They're going to get rid of that Sylvanas. Crown was absolutely smurfing on him last time with that pick. Mexicano69 says, thank you very much. I will grab up that Johanna. That does leave Genji open. Will we have a Genji here in game number 2? NRA 2 considering their options. They've got the Blaze back if they want it. They could take the Lucio again if they want it. I feel like this is a Blaze Genji rotation. That's just me. Artanis from AoE Rules. We did it. Artanis is now meta. Mark it, today's calendar date, June 28th, 2023. An unforced Artanis pick. NRA 2 is where it's at. Robot Wizard going with the Cassia. But Artanis! The 7 Rings, what are they going to do? Versus this insane Protoss force. Versus the General. Crown gonna go for a Mephisto here. Root Beer guy going back to the Brightwing. Mephisto. Kind of like Genji, people are getting really, really good at Mephisto. And that's what makes the major problem when you've got like a master piloting them. NRA 2 looking across at this composition. Gonna get rid of the Rexar. Once again, making Cyrus sad. 7 Rings, looking at the blind squad of Artanis Cassia. They've already got the Johanna picked up, so they don't have to worry about the triple blind. See what they don't want to deal with here. They're probably not so worried about Genji now with these picks. And they have a Brightwing, so we'll see maybe if they want something else taken away. Gonna get rid of Chromie. Chromie does do quite a number onto Mephisto, since it is predictable when Mephisto will return to position. NRA 2. They've got the Artanis, they've got the Cassia. What else do they need? Well, they technically need 3 more heroes. Grey Color going to opt for the Varian here. Grey Color jumping in for just in case. Here in game number 2. Vanche going for the Tyrande. Old school setup here. I love it. You love to see it. 7 Rings needs some damage, needs some off lane. See if Cyrus wants that Deathwing once again, or if it's going to be something a little bit different. It's Deathwing. When you know, you know. Avena Quaker on the last pick. Probably not Greymane into double. Well, it's still a big auto attacker. Zul'jin is picked up into the Cassia Artanis. Obviously, blinds are a problem, but blinds are temporary, and Zul'jin's damage is forever. So some pretty late game damage here for the 7 rings between Mephisto and... Oh, it's Genji anyway! Into all of this with absolutely no enabling force. Still the Genji. Rayvar going to show us how it's done on the Cyber Ninja. Why not? All right. Getting ready here for Battlefield of Eternity. Here we go. Game number 2 on the left and the blue. It is NRA 2 Unretired. Rayvar is on the Genji, Robot Wizard playing Cassia, Vivace on Tyrande, Grey Color playing the Varian, and we've got AoE rules on the Artanis. On the right and the red, it is the 7 rings. Root Beer Guy on Brightwing, Mexicano 69 on the Johanna, Crown playing Mephisto, Avena Quaker on the Zul'jin, and we've got Cyrus in the skies once again on the Deathwing. Let the battle begin. Game number 2, Battlefield of Eternity, is underway. Looks like Cassia going with the Thunderstroke level 1 talent, going to be stacking up those Lightning Furies. Vivace going for the Stun Quest, Lunar Blaze stacks on level 1 as Tyrande. Artanis going for the amateur opponent. If you go dings on Battlefield of Eternity, you are excommunicado from the Artanis Brotherhood. That's just the way it is. I don't make the rules when it comes to Artanis mains. There's like 4 of us. Please respect. Rayvar rotating on up there to get a little harass onto Cyrus, but Deathwing feeling just fine. Robot Wizard going to take a little bit of damage there from Mexicano 69 moving on through. Ooh, there's the Rayvar moving into the backline, though. Avena Quaker in some trouble. Grey Color, though, still pretty low on health before level 4. Will be going down. Nice polymorph timing from Root Beer Guy. All of a sudden, that's a double kill for the 7 rings. Avena Quaker playing with fire a little bit there, keeping that trade on. Bottom camp is taken, though. Crown stepping on up just to help the wave clear get this camp up to the wall. Artanis taking some hits there in the top lane as we take a look at the health bars on the top. That lane's a tough one for Artanis since you're not stacking. There's not a whole lot that you can do. Avena Quaker now in trouble, will be taken down. That is Zul'jin to fall. Rayvar doing a nice job of engaging there. Just Genji things. Polymorph. Ooh. Barely not going to be enough. Rayvar escapes. Yeah, right now Artanis' only job is get that experience. The rest of it doesn't super matter. You can't really bully Deathwing out of lane as Artanis in the early game. Shaman camps being picked up before our first objective. Everything looking pretty standard there. Trying to wait on this camp a little bit. Taken roughly at the same time here. Looks like a rotation up to the top lane now. Grey Color does have that shield out. Not going to bother being a part of that engage because there's no charge taunt when it comes to Deathwing. Grey Color, ooh, gets quite a bit of damage onto Avena Quaker, but not enough to get the finish. Pretty close on the clear here, but Zul'jin tipping the scales. Ooh, Mexicano 69 just barely getting out of trouble. Rayvar moving in there. There's some damage onto Cyrus. Artanis going to start the burn on the left, as the rest of NRA2 looks to defend. Charge Taunt comes out onto the Mephisto. Quaker takes a lot of damage there from the deflect. Crown moving forward. Grey Color in some trouble. Zul'jin trying to get in range for an auto attack. That will be it for Varian. There's a slow on to Cassia. Looks like Cassia gets away. Cyrus moves in there with the Cataclysm. Nice swap there from AoE rules. Trying to get the last hits there. Will do it. Rayvar manages to get away as well. That'll be NRA2 picking up a little bit of shielding on this first objective. Artanis wins. Yes. Yes! This is an all Artanis all day stream. And I must be respected. Objective getting very little done in the early game here, as we had a split push here from NRA2. Just trying to get this wall down. Meg on a 69, gathers him up. Vina Quaker, ooh, playing with fire there as Rayvar jumps into that back line. Groupier guy, not going to allow anything to happen to Zul'jin though. Nice stun coming on out from Tyrande. Rayvar uses the Swift Strike to retreat. Vivanche in trouble. That will be Mephisto getting the last hit. 4-1 in the kills so far for the Seven Rings. Now they're looking at top camp here. Camp taken by the Seven Rings as they put the pressure here onto the top wall. Vina Quaker working with that health total. I'm sure stressing out Root Beer Guy to no end. Nice polymorph there. Grey Color still thinking about a taunt, but did get that full cooldown interruption on the charge. Meanwhile, we've got a bit of a 2v2 battle over this camp. Rayvar into the back. They're trying to get Cyrus here, but Artanis has to escape. Rayvar jumping over the mid wall. There's Crown with the catch, though. One more auto. That will be it for Genji. Nice job by Crown, knowing where Genji was going to want to end up, being in the perfect position to punish. Significant lead on the objective here for the Seven Rings. Robot Wizard chasing forward a little bit here, but the Seven Rings are on the cusp of level 10. Grey Color was looking for something just before that line hit, but the Seven Rings smartly retreats. Now they've got 10s here. Rayvar going to be polymorph. Will there be an extra stun? No. Stun not committed there. They're going to get the Durance of Hate, though, onto Tyrande. Vivanche with nowhere to go will be taken down. Stepping up here, Meikano going to slow down Varian. Polymorph comes on out as well. Mephisto putting out gigantic damage. Varian goes down. The Seven Rings having a field day out here. 7 kills to 1. Meanwhile, NRA2, they know they can't fight on even tiers just yet, so they're just trying to get as much siege damage in as they can. They will have 10s for this defense. Looks like AoE Rule's going to get out of trouble there, no problem. Checking out the 10s for the Seven Rings, we've got Bellowing Roar, Taz Dingo, Durance of Hate, Blessed Shield, and Blink Heal. For NRA2, we've got the Suppression Pulse, X-Strike, Ball Lightning, Shield Wall, and Starfall. Big engage here on the low side. NRA2 is going to take down Johanna. Vivanche going to be killed in kind, though. Taz Dingo comes on out, trying to trade onto Rayvar. There's the deflect. Genji going to go down. So is Zul'jin, though. Surge of Light from Robot Wizard. Crown stepping forward, has the Lightning Nova. Comes on back to gray color as well. We've got a 3 for 2 so far. As Varian doubles back. Is that going to be enough? Shield Wall prevents some damage, but they're just going to keep on chasing. Root Beer Guy, all they have is auto attacks. There's no mana to be found at all. Root Beer Guy's got to watch out. Shield Wall comes on back. I don't know if they have this kill. Gray color is going to get away. Cyrus might not get away here, though, as Rayvar continues to put on the pressure. That was one of the longer not kills that I've seen.
The demon's attack has failed, yet we have not seen the end of him.
All the while there was an objective pushing. Nearly got this keep. 7 rings in a commanding position on the map right now. Slight breeze will take down that bottom keep. Rayvar just causing some problems here before getting out to safety. Crown putting some hurt onto the back line. Here comes Cyrus. Is there going to be stuns? Slows down Vivanche. They're going to turn it back onto gray color here. Unkillable from the Zul Jin. Rayvar might be out of tricks here. There's the revolving axes over the wall. They just need one more auto here. Megano 69 can't get the heals. Vivanche saving Genji there. Crown putting a huge hurting there onto Tyrande. There's finally the keep will go down. All the while here, AoE rules just getting that XP, getting that siege damage in. Crown being chased out. Oh, Mephisto will fall. Nice chase and finish from Robot Wizard. Immortals are getting ready to spawn in. NRA 2 does have the player advantage right now. Fortunately, not a ton they can do with it. Artanis did get some good siege damage in the top lane during all that, though. NRA 2 going to get a big lead here on the Immortal race. Taking it down to half easily. 7 rings, still a level ahead here. Off the back of those hero kills, for the most part. Megano 69 moves forward here, gonna get cleansed. Huge combo onto the back here. Crown is roasting everything here. But it's Johanna first to go down, was sort of trapped in the midst of all of that. NRA 2 pick up the kill. X-Strike from Genji hits everybody there. 7 rings are gonna be forced to back up. Artanis starts working on the objective, and it's going to be a hefty shield this time for NRA 2 unretired. Artanis has to clear up that top lane. The rest of the team going to push on with this objective. How you doing, Rocka? Thank you for supporting NGS. By the way, folks, if you would like to support NGS, !Patreon. As we have it engaged here in the mid. Megano 69 taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh, Robot Wizard, though, caught in the midst of Crown. Will go down. Chase continues. Rayvar, with a trailing axe, nearly went down, but manages to stay alive. Keep is gone. As I was saying, !Patreon if you want to support the league and get some cool perks each season here. That's the best way to support NGS. Top camp here being worked on by AoE rules, but here comes the team. Megano 69 leading the charge here. Nice unstoppable. Can they get onto the point? Crown does step up. Cyrus on the point now. X-Strike from Genji into the mid. There's the root from Avina Quaker. Camp goes over to the 7 rings. Can't quite find any kills, but they do have that camp control. Vivanche, may have stepped a little bit too far forward. Megano 69 gathering up Genji. That is going to be first kill here Gray color trying to walk away. AoE rules. Uses the swap, but unfortunately hits onto Deathwing, and that is going to be it for Artanis. Gray color still trying to get out of there, but there's just so much chasing damage. Ooh, Tazdingo just in time there for Zul'jin. Gets some big autos, nice ensnare. Robot Wizard cannot save or get the trade. Vivanche goes down as well. It's a quad kill for the Seven Rings. Up 2 levels here. Looking to take out this last keep. NRA 2 on their last legs right now. Game's not over yet, but it's going to take quite a defense. Immortals getting ready to spawn. That's their last structure down. They aren't even Talontiers for another level and a half, though.
Blue team's core is under attack. There is no escape.
Top lane needs to be cleared. Bottom lane needs to be cleared. Cassia Tyrande on the way back. Nice delay there from Artanis, just trying to buy some time. Halftime here in the objective phase. NRA 2 moving forward. They want to fight. AoE rules on the back here, looking for somebody. Swaps forward, gonna push Root Beer guy away. Will not get hit with the stun, though. Able to blink back to safety. AoE rules trying to duel here with a Vina Quaker. Not going to go so well. Artanis goes down. Ravar in the back has discovered Crown alone, but Root Beer guy quickly in to assist. Cyrus going to jump into the mix here as Cassia next to fall. This looks like a cleanup crew. Oh, a Vina Quaker going to go down to Ravar, but Tyrande fell as well. 3 for 1 here for the Seven Rings. Gray color trying to trade out into that back line. Shield wall is used. Here comes Ravar. They want to get this kill onto Brightwing if possible. Gray color continuing to chase forward for it. Look at that extra healing, though. Root Beer guy manages to duck out of trouble. That could mean Crown in trouble, but Root Beer guy not able to get much mana, but gets enough. That is Genji to fall. Artanis back in the mix, going in 1v4, as Artanis are often known to do. Bellowing Roar is going to push Varian away, just trying to get this objective cleared out. Almost there, and there it is. AoE rules. Just auto-attacking for those shields over and over. Does survive. Robot Wizard is looking for Cyrus here. And Deathwing gets away. AoE rules. Oh my gosh, it's been on 10% health for 3 minutes now. But Seven Rings, they've got their 20s. They've got the extra hero for just a moment. They've got a very healthy objective pushing this top lane. Deathwing gonna drop right in here. Nice ensnare from Zul'jin. That is Cassia going down. The roast is gonna get the rest. That is Tyrande. That is Varian. The Seven Rings with a healthy objective are gonna move into the core, and it looks like they've got what it takes to wrap up this series. GG has been called in the chat, and this will be the Seven Rings taking the 2-0 and moving on to tonight's finals. GG. Very solid performance there by the Seven Rings. They will pick up the 2-0 victory and move on to face Mommy's Little Gamers in tonight's finals coming up next. Good effort there from NRA 2, showing some even footing there, especially in game number 1. But we're just a little bit overwhelmed in this series. Hopefully see them back along with some more teams next week. Let's check out the post game. See what the stats say here. Robot Wizard on the Cassia. 66,000 hero damage coming on out for NRA 2. Crown on the Mephisto. Top siege, top hero, top experience, top killing blows. Crown just putting on a clinic out there for the Seven Rings. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard. And we'll get ready for our next series. right, a message to the captains.